Alrighty, I think I need to move my mic a little closer. I love that there's like a little sound in this song, and I couldn't tell, but when the sound happens, it sounds exactly like when my cats get fed. And since I had my headphones in, I was like, why is it dispensing so many times? They're getting so much food. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to iPad and cam. And as usual, there is no plan. There is only do. I was thinking about potentially doing a like a meet the artist. I'm not sure if that's something I want to do today, but I also kind of have be like oranges or berries, flowers, maybe a sword. Kind of just feeling it out. It would definitely be a gold sword though. There's no way that's centered. I feel like that's at least slightly closer. I need to look up sword references. Which I should have plenty on my Pinterest because I save a good amount of swords in sword drawings. I kind of want one. I usually do really thick swords. Maybe I want like a thinner sword today. Let's do like thin. And then I want one with I'm gonna put a circle here, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep the circle. I can also already tell that this is extremely crooked. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Handle not as crooked. Sword definitely crooked. Do some sorts have that, like this, like where it goes up like this? I want that. Still feels a smidge crooked, but I think we'll survive. These also might be a little far away. Just like a smidge. Okay. That feels a little more correct, proportion-wise. I kind of maybe want it like stabbing an orange? Maybe? What if we just stab an orange? Oh. I don't know if I want these. Oh, new follower. Newbie. Welcome on in. I didn't have my thing up, so I couldn't see it right away. I think I want like, yeah, a little like orange juice coming out the bottom of the orange. I'd love to give this like a face, but I don't know. Yeah. Unhappy orange. I might have to scoot his like face and his leaves around a smidge. But Oh, Reed. Who's this? Nikki. Thank you. Welcome on in. How is everyone? Hi. What were you guys streaming? Thank you. Hi. Welcome on in, everyone. We have no plan. I had concepts of just swords and oranges and potentially flowers, and we just kind of went from there. So that's what's happening. We're making a GIF. Oh, okay, what kind of GIF were you making? Was it like a GIF for Twitch or just for funsies? I really like your art. Thank you so much. Toilet break GIF. That's honestly fair. Potty breaks are important. Take care, have fun streaming. Thank you. I'm gonna have to head out now. Sleep time needs to be like 1 hour. Go have a good sleep. If you need sleep, definitely go to bed. Should just make all of this like the dark orange color. Right now we kind of just took this larger rough sketch, and I mean like super rough, and I'm kind of just trying to apply, I scaled it down and I'm applying like a small color test to it to see like what color palette I wanna. It's 3 a.m. Oh goodness. Where are you guys from, if you don't mind me asking? So my cat is screaming at me. Oh, where did you just go? Come here. Yeah, come here. GMT. Yeah, from the Philippines. Okay. Suzu, come here. Ooh, this is Zuzu, and she wants all of the attention, especially when I'm streaming. If I'm sitting in a chair where I need to be doing work, she's screaming at me. She's like, attention, please. She's chonky and sassy, and she wants all the food. Black cats are the cutest. Black cats are the cutest, and they have some of the biggest personalities. Zuzu's got personality for days. I've never met a black cat that didn't have like a huge personality. All right, down you go. She's not gone for sure. She's still gonna sit on the floor and scream at me. Yep, there she goes. Where'd you go? Zuzu. I know. You're like, why can't I pay attention? She's silly. I feel like there's a 50% chance that if she has the opportunity, she will jump on the desk. Because she's determined. She's like patting at my arm. She's like, please. I'm okay with this, ma'am. You can't. Why not come up here? There's not really much room for you up here. Come on. Come up. Can you make it up? Come on. Come on. You follow her? Oh, it's Nikki. Thank you for following. Come. Come, come, come. She's gonna sit on the floor and scream, but she's not gonna make the effort to jump on the table. It's like when cats want love and you go to pet them and they slowly scoot further away and you're like, you're, especially your cats. I wish I had a cat cam. And in the future, the tree that I have for them now, the cat tree that I have, they don't like. But if I get a cat tree in the future that they like and that they're on more often, I will definitely be adding a cat cam. That's for sure. They do like to hang out, like laying on the couch back here sometimes. So there's a good chance that you might see them chilling back there. My other cat usually hangs out in the bedroom though. Azula, who's the black cat, she is a living room cat. Looking forward to it. Yeah, the cats like to make plenty of appearances. If Chloe's out here, which she's not always out here, she's in the bedroom right now. She'll jump on the desk. You'll see her walking back and forth in front of the cam because she has no chill. Zuzu. I know, you need to go lay down. You can't come up here. I know, I'm busy. Zuzu's like, I don't know what busy is. I also feel like black cats are extremely vocal. I've never met a black cat that isn't vocal. My other cat, not very vocal. Azula, she's just like, I'm gonna scream at you. She'll talk back, which is really funny. I'm considering if I should do orange because the orange is gonna be orange. She meows so cute. You think it's cute until it's 3 a.m. for you, but she also likes to wake me up at 3 a.m. to be fed. We actually just bought her an automatic feeder, so she has set feeding times now, and like 3:30 is one of those set times because I'm trying to get her to stop waking me up to feed her. Azula, no ma'am. I will exile you to the bedroom if you don't stop. Where'd you go? She's gone. For now. Yes, ma'am. Don't do it. Please don't do it. As much as I want to stay, I need to go. Yeah, no, it's super late where you guys are, so definitely go get some rest. Yeah, I hope you guys can come catch the stream. I do try and vary my times so that I can catch people in different time zones. But yeah, it's super late where you guys are, so get some rest. There will be plenty of Zuzu and Chloe in later streams at later times. And thank you for stopping by and thank you for rating. I super appreciate it. I want to lighten this layer. Ma'am. You can't be scratching. Zuzu. Zeus, you're being ridiculous. Let's see. No ma'ams. You can't come up here. You can't come up here. Zeus. Alright, Zeus is gonna be banished. Zeus is being banished. Hold on. No, man. She jumped up here. She's like, I'm up. I'm here. She's like, I did it. You can't stay here. She's like, it's the Zuzu stream now. Alright, let me put it to face and chat. Okay. The Zuzu stream. The real star. You can't stay up here forever. Even though I know you would. Yeah, you got spooked. You're about to be snagged, aren't you? You're about to be stolen. You just keep her. Good luck. Goodbye. Oh, go give her some love. Take the catnip spray. Boo. Everyone say goodbye to Zeus. She got snagged because she wants attention. All right. Now we can take a second and actually maybe draw for a minute. She's definitely really good at seeking attention right when I sit down to stream. It's like on cue. Kind of want the rougher watercolor. Also, if you happen to have come from the raid, refreshing the page helps a ton just for analytic reasons. So I would super appreciate it. He's definitely got to be like a little sad boy. I'm afraid I'm gonna lose this blush, so I'm wondering if I should duplicate that so I have more than one chance. Ooh. I think I might like that more than the sword being on top and then behind. So I don't know if I should have like a cut line, but it's fine. I feel like the I hate that. I feel like it would run. Like that, maybe? Orange slicer. Don't you mean Fruit Ninja? I think there should be like a little orange here. Thank you. I've definitely been gravitating towards like the lilac orange palette. And then make sure they're nice and cohesive. I usually do a few overlays on top of it. I'll do like usually a yellow one and then a blue one. Just very light overlays just to kind of, ooh, that'd be fun. I think we're gonna go forward with those, and I'm debating if I want to do my normal little bubble leaves or if I want to try and do maybe some different types of leaves, perhaps. Don't mind me just looking up leaves. I'm also not sure what continent everyone else is from, but if you're closer to the Americas, who else is excited for cooler weather to start rolling in? Because I sure the heck am. Don't get me wrong, I love summer, but I live in the Ohio Valley, which means that I literally live in a bowl of soup in the summer, especially August. August has been really harsh with like the really extremely hot and humid days. And as someone with curly hair, just going outside is an absolute struggle. Walk outside and I turn into a poodle. So we have our little mini, guess not, guess I can't do that. Okay, we have like our little mini color palette. I have some different leaf ideas, potentially just doing a little more stylized, or maybe less stylized, less simplified leaves, just because I feel like my style of leaves are very similar and they can get stale. I think I want to make these little, what are they called, like peonies? flowers. Yeah, little peonies flowers, the ones that kind of like, they like fold on each other. I think those are really cute, and I haven't drawn them in a while. I think we're gonna go with that. I'm also, I've been leaning towards this like peachy background so heavily. That's why I keep teetering back and forth between, do I want to like do the little peachy background, or do I want to go like bold, bright colored background? Because that's something I did. I had like a phase where like all of my backgrounds were either like a bright red, a bright blue, or like a bright yellow. It's weird how like your color palettes, preferred palettes, like change and evolve. I might lighten this. Maybe resketch it real quick, just to make sure I know what I want to do. Oh, that's a circle. That's a circle, I promise. Okay, the ones on top of his head are gonna stay the little bubble leaves for sure. But I think maybe my little background ones. Are gonna differ. I understand the weather. I'm from France. In the north, we didn't have a beautiful summer. Mostly rain. Oh, that is upsetting. A rainy summer is no good. I also feel like I learned this summer that my puppy, he hates the heat. He does not want to do a single thing outside right now. And I feel bad because he wants to go outside and he wants to play. And I have to be like, I don't know how to make you understand that I'll take you out, but he just like sits down in the heat. He'll get outside and he's just like down for the count. I'm going to sit. Sometimes he won't even go potty when I take him out. He's like, it's too hot. I'm just going to sit. And I'm like, you came out here to go potty. You need to at least do that. Even if I didn't like hot weather. I miss the sunny days. Yeah, I'm excited for the cooler, less humid weather. I am not excited for the sun to start going away. So yeah, sunny days are my absolute favorite, which is why I would say summer is my favorite season, just for like the sun, the vitamin D, the vibes, everyone outside doing activities, but that humidity, humidity is the worst. I actually took a vacation to Phoenix, Arizona once, and I think that was the first time that I learned that it wasn't the heat that I hated my entire life. It was the humidity, because the weather there was obviously like upper 90s, like into the lower 100s. And I didn't even think about it or notice because the humidity was like so low. And yeah, like I said, this was the first time I realized it's never been the heat that I've hated. It's always just been that like hot, humid weather. It's the humidity that makes it absolutely unbearable. Me over here missing Arizona. sorry my English isn't the best tonight. I'm tired to think. You are absolutely fine. Do not worry at all. If you need me to repeat anything, please feel free to ask. I definitely stutter and trip over my words pretty often. I do have ADHD and a bit of dyslexia, so I talk too fast. Sometimes I slur my words, often trip, stutter, all that good stuff. So yeah, if you need me to repeat anything, do that. Please ask. But I do really enjoy watching your stream. Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm glad that you're here. Oh, I am on the eraser, and that's no good. I know there's an option on the iPad, I think, that I can turn off. Like, because on the Apple Pencil, if you double tap, it switches from drawing to eraser. I'd say it comes in handy, but I never use it, and I feel like it's almost always in the way. So I should turn it off, but I don't. So pretty often, I'll just be drawing, and all of a sudden I'm like, why am I erasing? I can definitely tell this circle is a little crooked. It's fine. What I do on here is that too much embellishment, or is it not enough? Things I understand well, it's writing, and talking is the hardest part, especially in the evening. You know, I totally get that. I studied German for 7 years, I believe, and I can understand a good bit of it. Talking, I think, is the worst. I definitely talk in really broken, mixed up German English combination because I haven't been practicing since early college. And writing is probably worse, but I can understand a little bit of German still. You'd think that I would come out with more having studied for 7 years, but I definitely think language is something you just have to do so often, like just continuously practicing. Especially in the evening, 10 p.m. Brain's turned off. You're supposed to be relaxing right now anyway. No thinking, just relaxing. like that one. Don't like that one. Where did my leaf references go? I don't remember clicking on that. Yeah, I agree. It takes work and effort to maintain a good level at any language. Yeah, for sure. I think I would definitely love to sit back down and continue practicing German, but I'm just pretty out of practice at this point. But definitely, yeah, understanding German. I got that down pretty well. I can keep up with the conversation a little bit. But this clip is hurting the back of my hair. Shoop. Did that bend in my curl? Curls are weird. How did I just change colors? When and why? Lurking, but looks really good. Welcome on in. I'm glad you could pop by. Enjoy the lurk. Oops, oops, oops. I don't want to erase his little cheeky. Okay. You know, I just... really like the little frown better. Little sad face. Trying to remember where I put my flowers in my original drawing. That looks pretty close. Oh, I did have some extra flowers, and I'm just gonna do this. Okay. You know, the more I look at the leaves, the more I don't like them. Default. Going to bed. It's been a pleasure. You're just adorable. Well, thank you, and have a good night's rest. Definitely go get some sleep. Take care as well. These need to go back up somewhere. The curls are always hanging out in my face. Nope, now they're doing weird things. I always try and at least like hand draw over perfect shapes because I don't like my shapes being too sharp. I like to keep a more organic look if possible. Sometimes I'll go for the assisted lines, and when it comes to like more like rounded or natural type shapes, I'm just like, I want to see those little bumps and bits. Especially like in something like an orange, because I'm like, I definitely don't want it to be a perfect, like I want it to be like perfectly round, but I want to be able to see like the little bumps and stuff in my own line. I'm also not sure who is hanging out in the crowd, but is anyone else excited for the October drawing prompts that are coming up? Because I for sure am. I think I said in a previous stream that I don't think I've ever finished like an Inktober or another October drawing list. I think the only like full month prompt list I finished was Huevember, which I altered to be, I think every 3 days. So I would take like 3 of the colors and combine them. So I had a little more color leeway, because I don't super enjoy solid monotone pieces. So that just gave me a little bit more to play with. And then I had a little bit more freedom with doing a piece every like 3 days instead of every single day. I know for Little Peach's Peachtober, which I think she's posting early this year, I want to try to do as much as possible. And since she's posting early, and I feel like I've said this to myself multiple times, but I definitely want to try and get ahead of it. See if I can get at least some sketches down and kind of decide. I want them to all look cohesive. So maybe do some test pieces to see kind of what the overarching like look and feel of that set will be. Just so that I can have that ready. Like, this is kind of the theme that I'm going to be following for each piece, and then sketching out some ideas, maybe doing a finished piece or two, and then going from there. But Peachtober is definitely the top of my October prompt list to-dos. And then capacity after that, depending on how much else I have to do, would be whether or not I'm going to do any others. That's for sure. So unlike the orange, I definitely want the sword shape to be pretty sharp. So definitely making sure to use the straight line assistance tool on that. I've been watching a crazy amount of Ink Master lately, like hardcore binge watching it, and I think what I have realized is that I would get eaten alive if I tried to do a single tattoo. I'm wondering if like Line Assistant made me a little lazy, but also like, one, my style alone, it wouldn't cut it. Two, my ability to draw circles and do straight lines consistently all the time. Just, no, absolutely not. 100% sure I would not survive Ink Master. Not just for the fact that I'm not a tattoo artist, but for the fact that I can't promise that any of my lines would be great. I know they also get dinged for like pickups, so like your lines have to be like one continuous line, and if you can see a pickup, I think you get like dinged for that. somebody just come in? Thank you for the follow, Peachy. I can't wait to get potentially a second monitor, which I know is like way down the road, but I have like my reference up, which is covering part of my like Streamlabs thing. So like I can hear the notifications, but I can't see it right away, and I'm always afraid that it's gonna disappear before I click on it. But having an extra screen would probably negate that problem. But I would also need way more desk space for any type of extra screenage. It's like I barely have enough space for my one screen currently. I was like, when I decided to start streaming, because I'd gotten my PC, and that's an ugly circle. It's a very ugly circle. Oops. Took my PC screen, all the goods. My desk is not huge, so like a good majority of the section is like PC now. And then I have like a little section off to the side that has the potential for art. My mom is trying to call me. Yeet. I can call her back in a second because I need to take a stretch break anyway. But I think my goal is to do that like IKEA like desk building thing where you can get like the Alex drawers, like the multi-layer drawers. I have one. It's not like the IKEA brand. I have like an Amazon brand. But doing that where you like, she's determined. I'm gonna have to take a break and call her back or else she's just gonna keep going. So I will be right back. I'll go ahead and I'll take my stretch break. Everyone go hydrate, go use the restroom, stretch, all that good stuff. And I will be right back. Hi, hello, I have returned. I called my mom, who was desperate to get a hold of me. She was actually, so I'm going to see a friend in a few days, and she was supposed to watch my puppy, but one of her cats is actually having issues, so she's going to be keeping it, because it's like an indoor-outdoor cat, and she lets a lot of neighboring animals in, and that cat is upset. So she's trying to kind of neutralize the environment. So she's not letting like the neighboring animals in. She doesn't want to bring a lot of new animals into the house right now. So she will not be able to watch my dog, but she is going to, help pay for boarding him for the next 2 days, since it was super last second. So he will be a-okay. He's going to his favorite daycare. So he's gonna have a blast either way. Like Milo being such a high energy dog, he loves any chance to just go somewhere and play with other dogs all day long. He's gonna have a good time. I thought I would like that shape a little better, but I didn't. So okay. Oops. Hey Ryan. Yeah. On Sundays I try and do earlier because I'm trying to like mix up my times just to make sure that I can hit people who are in different continents, hopefully. I'm afraid that if I stream at like the same time every single day, that there's gonna be people who are gonna miss out and only have to be able to like watch it later. So plus it's Sunday and I usually go to bed around like 10:30 because I work tomorrow, so this makes sure that I don't stay up too late streaming. And I can spend my evening chillaxing. and watching other people's streams. Enjoy the lurk. I know, I'm like halfway done with this large, like orange and sword piece, but all of a sudden, all my brain can think about is drawing raspberries. I was like, yeah, let's do oranges. And now my brain's just like, how cute would it be to simplify a little raspberry and fill it with flowers and just fruits and florals, man. Fruits and florals. That is a solid go-to for me right now. It's also like, I feel like a safe subject. Like when you just want to put something to paper and you just draw what's familiar. I have been. So I am horrible about filling sketchbooks. I have been told by my therapist recently that I'm a perfectionist, and that probably affects that. So when I grab a sketchbook, I've always been afraid to put bad art in it. So I've been like trying to tell myself that I have the freedom to make ugly art, especially when it comes to studying things that I haven't drawn before. So I have this bad boy, which is my current sketchbook. I usually do the Moleskine like multi-mixed media paper, which I want to go back to because I like having the consistent, but this one's cute. I got it at like Michael's. It doesn't have the best paper, but it's like this much has stuff on it. This much is empty, and I've had it since, let me see if I can find like a date. I think I usually date my pages, so I'm not sure why at the beginning of this sketchbook I don't have dates. Well, I have drawings from Shark Week 2020, if that gives you any hints of how old this sketchbook is and how much further along it should be. Yeah, I have 11/13/2020, and I have Shark Week 2020 drawings. So almost about a year old, but I have decided that I'm going to start doing more studies in this and try and fill up this sketchbook, because it usually takes me 5,000 years to finish a sketchbook, which is dumb. Sketchbooks are for ugly art. I am way more likely, however. I have these little notepads laying everywhere. I have one at work. I also have my little, I think they're Moleskine. I have little Moleskine like paperback grid paper, which I bought for work to do design work on. And I sketch in that in like those little itty bitty notebooks more than I sketch in the sketchbook. And on things like legal pads, I will tear up a whole legal pad and not touch my sketchbook. Dumb rant, but bottom line to what I was getting to is I need to do more studies and they need to go in my sketchbook. I don't know if any of you have just like empty sketchbook syndrome, but I have like 5,000 sketchbooks, and I don't have a lot of finished ones. I think I actually have two or three in my drawers that haven't been touched yet. So I thought that leaf was ugly, so I'm redoing it. Oh, that one's not any better. Whoop. Okay, that's a little better. I can handle that. So I live across from a bar, and they always hire like a singer for the weekends. And it's not great. But yeah, they're jamming out there. I'm not sure if any of that's being picked up on the mic, but I can clearly hear it. That man out there, he is singing his little heart out for all those drunk people. He's jamming. Like, I definitely love where I live, but it's for sure got a pretty busy nightlife, especially on the weekends. Oh, especially because, so the apartment that we live in, it has this little dog park, which is great. I love having a designated spot to take Milo outside, but it's basically connected to the bar. So there's like a few bars that are like really close to our apartment, but the dog park is basically like back to back with the bar. So one, I feel bad for the bar because the dog park, people are rude and they don't pick up after themselves, which infuriates me. So it doesn't smell good all the time. So there's a maintenance man that goes around and he picks up after people after like a few days. Cause like I said, people get ridiculous. If you are going to have a dog, pick up after them, please, for the love of God. So I feel bad for the bar. And then I feel bad for us because every once in a while, like super late at night, there'll just be a lot of drunk people hanging out in the dog park. Just like we have like little obstacle courses for dogs, and they'll just be like climbing on that. You'll walk in there in the morning after the weekend, and there'll be empty food containers, napkins, empty alcohol containers just scattered in the dog park from the night before. So it's a lot. So many cigarette butts. I know Milo has eaten a few, and I'm like, this sucks. So I love the area, but I wish the dog park, because we have like people be calling. What was I saying? Yeah, so the apartment complex that I have, we have like a separate area for, it's like a yard and like a pool area that are in the apartment complex. So like the center of the complex on the second floor is like a chilling yard where you can like grill, and I guess kids can play and stuff, and they have like the section with the pool. And I'm like, I don't know why they didn't put a dog park in the complex. You have to leave the complex. It's technically the apartment's dog park, but it's connected to a bar. It's a lot. They had options. They're like, let's make this poor bar suffer instead of holding our residents accountable for their dogs and putting it inside the complex. For one, ease of access. And two, like, I don't like going outside late at night next to the bar to take the dog out. No thanks. Big leaves. am hoping to stream again either tomorrow or Tuesday, or maybe tomorrow and Tuesday, because I will be gone on like a mini vacation to visit my friend Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so I won't be as active. So I'm hoping to get in a stream or two before I leave. When I draw my little leaves before I put any like detail in them, I just think they're like little almonds, little nuts. I forgot to put the precious. Okay. I don't know if I want to do clipping mask. This is another one of those scenarios where I kind of like to try and draw the outline myself just to keep the organic look. I also like when the underneath color layer pops through, and that wouldn't happen if I just did a clipping mask, because obviously it would be like covering exactly the spots where that color was. How come you can never spell her name right? Honestly. All right, just add an I. Add an I. Like the TV show. I am no Jessie McCartney. But to be fair, I definitely would accept a misspelled Jessie over being called Jessica, so standards are low when it comes to my name. I'll never get over the fact that in elementary school one year, and it wasn't like I was new to the school. This was like 2nd or 3rd grade. They spelled, I don't know why my name would have even been like re-entered for any reason, but you had to log in using like your first and last name. And I tried to log into the computers that year and couldn't. And I was like, this is my username. It's my name. And then here's my password, which was assigned. And I was like, why can't I log in? And they had to like get a hold of the office. And they're like, oh, because that's not your username. They're like, you're spelling your name wrong. And I'm like, I may be little, but I'm not spelling my name wrong. They had me in the system as Jessica Carpenter. So like, my name is Jessie Carper. It's not Jessica. It's not short for Jessica. It's just Jessie and then Carper. But I don't know why they re-entered my name in the system, but they're like, extend it all. I don't know how that happened. Little me was floored. I also had a guy at work once who called me Jessica every single time he saw me. And I corrected him every time he said it. I was like, it's just Jessie. And he'd be like, sorry. And then do it again. And I'm like, you're old. And I want to give you the benefit of the doubt that maybe you're just slightly senile, but stop it. Still going with headcanon that you got into graphic design so you can customize things with your name on it. Mood. Put my name in bold letters, although technically my signature right now is like this. kind of like this, which is technically Jessie Carper. Like, hopefully it's being read correctly, but I remember that. It was 3rd grade because you cried and Meemaw made you spaghetti. That's a mood. Better have been Chef Boyardee, the only acceptable spaghetti in my life. That's the wrong layer. You'd think with a name as easy as Jessie. Because, like, I mean, obviously I know there are people with extremely difficult to say and extremely difficult to spell names, and they probably get a lot worse. But, like, God, I just, like, you'd think Jessie is easy enough. I don't know why people immediately are like, let me extend it. I'm like, that's not what I said. Even if my full name was Jessica, I introduced myself as Jessie. Why extend? Why make long? Losing my complete train of thought about where I want to go in the drawing. Back to the leaves, the big leaves. Can't tell if I have more than one Animal Crossing like main theme song on my like lo-fi list, or if I've gotten to the point of my playlist that it has repeated. And if so, maybe I need to look into, because like I know a lot of people use, I think it's called like chill hop, which seems super cool. I just heavily prefer like the video game like lo-fi options. I mean, there's probably more options on, because I think I'm on Spotify right now, just because it's easier to kind of add songs, but I guess I could go back to finding some more gaming lo-fis on YouTube. I just can't control, obviously, what songs, because it's usually like the super long videos with multiple songs, so I can't control every song that's in there. You know, now that I've gotten like this far into the drawing, I feel like I'm gonna want this to be way bigger. Okay. Hopefully they didn't mess with the crispness of my lines too much. And if anyone knows how to fix that, because changing the size of anything in Procreate makes me want to cry, because it's like, oh, I just want to change the size a little bit, please. And everything goes blurry. Like, I think my canvas is big enough that, like, I mean, my brush is already like a very pixelated brush. So it's not the end of the world, but why? Why Procreate? Thank you for the follow. Pow Poots. And welcome on in. We are working on this little stabbed orange piece. I already did like a mini like study in the corner just to get like a good color palette down and composition. All that good stuff. I'm eventually gonna need to cut the sword, but I might want to add I definitely like to add a good amount of texture. I don't. That's enough slices. I love your art. Thank you so much. James, just a bunch of thumbs up. James, I'm gonna need you to subscribe to some other Twitch streamers so you can get spicier emotes. No, I'm excited to potentially reach affiliates so that I can start making some emotes. I think my first one is definitely gonna be like someone like jacked up on caffeine, like a big old cup of coffee. You're not wrong. I know I'm not wrong. Cute emotes. No. And I don't know if I want to do like me as the emote, a cat, or a frog. I might do some polls on Twitter and Instagram to kind of decide what the running theme is. And then I also know that you need, what are they called? Like the subscription badges. I'm thinking either maybe fruits or space. Like both themes that I enjoy. Yes, coffee. Coffee is life. I run on 99% coffee. So I definitely want my first emote to just be coffee. That's the goal. Anything after that is just, who cares? But the coffee one I want to make, I want people to have and use. So that'll be fun. That'll be really fun. What was I doing again? He has been stabbed. Officially stabbed. Okay. Let's go in and texture this orange. Is that little Kirby with a knife? I love that. Wait, I want the add-on so I can see what's going on. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, I love that. Okay. Yes, texture. Nope, clipping mask, please. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna need to do a shadow on this sword now. Oh, but this orange is fantastic. These jams, though. These lo-fi jams, though. All right, let's give him his... Oh, that's... Okay. It's sad face time. unfortunately. Big sad orange time. Funny enough, I love orange juice. I don't like eating oranges. Love orange juice. Love the aesthetic of oranges. I don't like eating oranges. In your emotes, you should do a frog holding coffee or sitting behind the coffee. Yeah, I'm planning on, like I said, I don't know if I want it to be a frog. I could do a Zula, who's a black cat, or like my little character. But it's gonna be like big eyes holding just a big old cup of coffee. A barista frog. A frogrista. Oops. Yeah, definitely me too. Like I said, I much prefer video game lo-fi over regular lo-fi. Good beats, good vibes. I listen to NVIDIA music. It's the best. I definitely... What happened to this flower? Hello? What happened to you? Okay. What? How do I even... How do I? What is happening to this flower? What did I do to you? I'm so sorry. I really have no idea what just happened to this flower. It just was like, no more. I don't know. Okay. Alright, I guess it's all better now. I don't know what happened to it in the first place, though. It still bugs me that this one is very obviously bigger than the other one, so I'm gonna just... Okay, that's like a ton better. gotta call it here for this piece. And then I'm probably going to hop off. So I'm gonna see if I can find someone for us to raid. Let me see. Ooh, okay, we can go over to another artist. It looks so good. Thank you. Thank you everyone for coming and hanging out with me. Like I said, I really want to try and do another stream either tomorrow or Tuesday, because I will be semi-offline Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then back on schedule Sunday. So look out for a stream or two in the next 2 days. All the good stuff. Thank you for coming. I'm gonna go ahead and hop us over. What is that? Orange sword? Are you on your phone? Because I don't think you obtained those emotes. Those look like emojis. You can't trick me. Maybe. All right. Thank you all for coming. I'm gonna go ahead and hop us over to this stream. Okay. Yep.